Okay, I see a good list of folks filing in. Great to see many of you, a lot of familiar faces and other semifinalists from different divisions. Thank you for showing up to support. I will get this kicked off so we can, without further ado, move on to the companies themselves. But if this is your first Minnesota Cup event, I want to introduce myself. I'm Jessica Berg. I'm the director of the Minnesota Cup. MinCup is a competition that is based at the Home Center for Entrepreneurship at the Carlson School of Management, which is the University of Minnesota's business school. We are this is our 17th season, so we're 17 years old. The competition was founded in 2005 and has grown tremendously since that time. You are about to watch a few of the student division semifinalists. Unfortunately, not everyone was able to make it today, so it'll be a small group and an efficient session for all of you. But this is a division that specifically supports and accepts applicants and founders who are in undergraduate and graduate sort of education programs or are part of colleges and universities across the state. So it's always a division that's incredibly interesting, innovative, a lot of great energy from these founders. And we have a great track record of seeing these, past student division companies go on to grow and scale. So we're really excited to be here and share these companies with you. And I have a little bit more information that I can share towards the end about what will happen next for all of our 10 semifinalists. But without further ado, I'll turn it over to Jamie Bartlett, who will walk you through. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm skipping over the thank you slide, but really want to express gratitude and appreciation for Deluxe Corporation and Encore, in addition to the Home Center for supporting this division and the prize money that we give away. We have $25,000 that will be given away to the division winner of the student division, and then they'll have an opportunity to go on and compete for a $50,000 grand prize. So we are super grateful and would not be able to fund this or make sure that Minnesota Cup is free for everyone participating without the financial support of these organizations. So thank you so much. Now I am going to turn it over to Jamie to walk you through the agenda, and we'll get started with the pitches. But thank you again so much for being here.
Never forget the sponsors.
Never forget.
All right, here's our agenda today. It'll be a pretty fast one. Each team is going to have 3 slides in 3 minutes to share their company idea with you. We have one question that I'll ask after each team that's just generated from our judges in the earlier rounds. And then hopefully everyone sticks around, because immediately after you'll have a chance to vote on the best pitch from today. And it's a small group, so really good chance to win a little bit of prize money for each of these founders. So without more of my chatting, I will get started with Caitlin from Hearing Glasses. So Caitlin, if you want to unmute and show up, and then I will go away. All right, take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Caitlin. I'm the CEO of Hearing Glasses, as well as one of the 2 co-founders alongside Abdo. We are both students at Minnesota State University, Mankato. I'm studying Management Information Systems, and Abdo is studying Electrical Engineering. Next slide, please. A community that excludes even one member is no community at all. Dan Wilkins. Oftentimes, we take hearing for granted, but imagine not being able to hear your child crying for help. Imagine someone asking you a question in the grocery store and not being able to hear them. Imagine having to constantly ask others to repeat themselves. You might think these problems affect just a small handful of people, but this is the reality that 48 million Americans who are deaf or hard of hearing face on a day-to-day basis. And this is why we created Hearing Glasses. Hearing Glasses caption real-life conversations and sounds, providing better inclusion and safety for the user. People who are deaf or hard of hearing can use Hearing Glasses to fully take part in conversations with those around them without the need for an interpreter. They also can be alerted of day-to-day noises such as car horns, sirens, and public announcements. All of this in a discreet way, looking similar to everyday glasses made for any type of hearing loss. Next slide, please. How hearing glasses work is if I'm wearing the glasses and someone is talking to me, there are two directional microphones in the frames of the glasses that will hear what that person said. Then using voice to text technology and an augmented reality display, the words will appear about 3 feet in front of me for me to read. For other daily noises, symbols will appear representing the noise that was heard. And we would also like to personalize the glasses to each user by adding keywords like names. For example, my name is Caitlin, and if somebody is behind me or to the side of me calling my name, hearing glasses will let me know that someone is trying to get my attention and where that voice is coming from. We are currently working on developing and testing our minimum viable product. The current prototype works great in a quiet environment as it can classify up to 500 different background noises, as well as caption and display voices in real time. We will be taking this prototype to louder environments within a month to test it out there. We have about 40 potential customers who already signed up to learn more about hearing glasses and possibly be our first testers for our beta prototype. There is a large need to facilitate life for those who are deaf or hard of hearing. Nobody deserves to be excluded from their own life, and hearing glasses is positioned to lead the way for this new life-changing technology. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you follow us along on our hearing glasses journey.
Awesome job. Okay, question here. So with more of this technology coming onto the market, how do you guys plan to differentiate yourself from the competitors already in the space?
Yeah, that's a great question. So with other smart glasses coming out on the market, they're creating their glasses for everyone. So they're including cameras, GPSs, all kinds of hardware and technology that they're putting into these glasses. And for us, we don't need all of that technology. We are creating hearing glasses specifically for people who are deaf or hard of hearing. So these glasses are not going to be super heavy. They're not going to be bulky and making people look kind of funny. So that will definitely put us apart with that.
Great, awesome job. All right, next up, NanoDropper, so Mackenzie. There you are. All right, I will go away and you can kick it off.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Mackenzie Andrews, co-founder of NanoDropper. All right, so we've all used eye drops before, right? You tilt back your head, put in a drop, and there's always that little bit that trickles down your cheek. Well, it turns out that little mess is actually a huge problem. We first learned about this problem in an article titled, "Drug Companies Make Eye Drops Too Big and You Pay for the Waste." And we were infuriated. It turns out these drops are actually 5 times too big for your eye to absorb. And with expensive prescriptions like those for glaucoma costing up to $500 per bottle, this waste is contributing to a significant and devastating financial barrier to care for patients. To make things worse, 1 in 4 of these patients report that they chronically run out of their medications before insurance will cover their next refill. This means that they either have to foot that whole bill out of pocket or forego their vision-saving treatments. Moreover, decades of clinical research have shown that smaller drops are not only as effective, but in fact safer than the currently oversized drops. And this is where we saw our opportunity. Next slide, please. Our solution is the NanoDropper, a direct-to-patient, low-cost, universal adapter for eye drop medication bottles that reduces the drop to something your eye can actually absorb. In fact, we reduced the oversized 40 microliter drops to the ideal size of 10 microliters, which extends bottle life by 3 to 4 times and saves an average of $2,500 per year per prescription. Next slide, please. Our dream team of 4 co-founders came together just 3 years ago. And in that time, we have been granted patents in both the United States and internationally, been listed and cleared to sell in the United States by the FDA. And we've been awarded dozens of honors from institutions such as the National Inventors Hall of Fame and the National Science Foundation. With all of this traction, we were able to secure a $700,000 contract with the United States Air Force to serve both our active duty and retired airmen. And we recently secured a $1.4 million seed round. Since our launch in June of last year, we've helped thousands of patients reduce their medication waste and improve access to their vision-saving medications. And we have nearly 200 partner clinic locations across the United States that offer NanoDropper at the point of care. Now, we have our eyes set on continuing to expand our partnerships with larger eye care networks and institutions. And we recently launched a global health partnership where we are delivering NanoDroppers to low-resource clinics in Ghana to ensure that we can bring the NanoDropper to every eye in need so that nobody has to choose between financial stability and their vision. Thank you.
Great job. Okay, question here. So we see that big partners are valuing your product. How do you generate organic consumer demand?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, as such a small company, it really is about generating brand awareness in the eye care industry and with patients in general. So we're kind of taking a two-pronged approach where we are generating awareness with patients. We've actually found some great avenues through like earned media, newspapers, social media, and then also working directly with the eye care providers. So increasing awareness. Actually, there's a huge base of eye care providers on Instagram. And going to conferences, and kind of in our dream world, we would like every patient to hear about NanoDropper directly from their eye care provider. So we're really focused on forming those relationships and then just generally increasing awareness in the eye care community.
Great job.
Thanks.
All right. Next up, Stephen. Is it Telo or Telo?
Telo.
Okay, I was thinking that and then I second guessed myself. All right, take it away.
All right, well, hello everyone. My name is Stephen and I'm one of the founders of Telo, a company introducing the first significant innovation to the rollator walker in over 40 years. According to the next slide please. According to the World Health Organization, falls have become a global public health crisis. As the second leading cause of accidental injury deaths worldwide, in the US alone, they send over 3 million people to the hospital every year, costing our national healthcare system over $50 billion annually. More importantly, however, falls cost millions of individuals years of living independently in their own homes. Although simple prevention methods such as proper mobility aid usage, physical therapy, and staying physically active are incredibly effective, they are also drastically underutilized. This is why we look to extreme users by actively engaging with younger individuals with chronic illnesses who often have to relearn how to walk following a relapse. What we found is that the problems they face fall into three main categories: stigma, safety, and strengthening. Current rollator designs often encourage overdependence, which can lead to the complete loss of independent mobility and eventually falls due to the device's ability to run away from them. Additionally, harsh stigmas are often met with reluctance and embarrassment, and the device you're not using is a device that's not helping. Lastly, physical therapy lacks hard data that can keep patients accountable and motivated, especially outside of the clinic. Next slide, please. At Telo, we understand that mobility aids are lifestyle devices just as much as they are medical devices. Similar to a pair of shoes, they can provide support, keep you active, and even be stylish. Our patent-pending design features a reverse frame that puts the user at its center. With integrated back support to prevent the device from getting ahead of them, it can support good posture, proper gait, and better neuroplasticity while training. Our open front frame also keeps their disability out of sight and out of mind. By opening them up to the world, users can better interact with what's in front of them, show off outfits, and even get a hug from a loved one. Lastly, similar to the wrist wearable activity trackers that don't work while using a rollator, our frame passively measures speed, distance, and weight put on the device, allowing us to provide new ways to track progress, hit goals, and take assessments both in the clinic and at home. While our vision at Telo may start with a personal mobility aid, our motivation is and always will be to serve our largely underserved community through innovative design, to give those with mobility complications the confidence, strength, and safety to do what they care about most. Thank you.
Great job. All right, question here. Have you conducted any long-term research yet to determine the effectiveness compared to the commonly used walkers out there?
Yeah, we haven't done so personally. We're still developing our MVP at the moment. But we have seen research done for pediatrics that use these reverse frames pretty much exclusively for children. And those studies do show, because they have an open front design, the kids aren't kicking their seats, so they can maintain better walking habits. Also, their breathing actually has shown to increase, as well as their energy levels. As well as, you know, the walker can't get ahead of them as well. So falls typically go down too.
Great answer. Good job. All righty. Next one, Yuno, Cam, ready to go. Just need you to unmute. And
Yes.
All right, you're set.
Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone. And I want to start today with an assumption, and that is that you have an elderly adult in your life who you love or care about. And perhaps this person lives in an assisted living facility or may need assisted care at some point. I'm in that same boat. In fact, a lot of us are. However, there's a pretty startling problem with those people that we care about. And that is that loneliness and depression have caused a health epidemic for seniors, and especially those living in care facilities. In fact, over 50% of seniors living in these facilities will experience loneliness or depression during their stay. The health implications of this can be incredibly severe too, as you can see. Also, this is a growing issue. As the population ages, this is only going to become more and more of an issue. So this really presented our team with a unique opportunity to innovate for a population that typically gets left behind, our seniors. Next slide, please. So I'd like to introduce to you Yuno. Yuno is a turnkey location shifting virtual reality service that brings cognitive benefits of VR directly to the doors of assisted living and skilled nursing facilities across the Twin Cities. And there are 4 things that I really want to touch on here. The first is how our program actually works. So we help seniors reconnect with their past, as well as cross off bucket list items during our group virtual reality sessions. We're able to bring them through the fly over like the Grand Canyon, go stroll through Paris, all these really cool things. It's pretty special. And we do this using our Yuno guides. They make it super easy for the facilities. You don't need to purchase anything. They bring everything to you. They bring the entertainment, the content, the devices themselves, and they really take stress off the support staff of the facilities. Third thing is that we chose virtual reality because studies show that it actually has significant cognitive benefits for older adults. And what's really great about this is that it's our service is actually a marketable differentiator for senior living facilities. Families demand that their loved ones are doing fun and engaging activities. So we work with facilities to actually help establish them as leaders in this regard, because they do use our service. Next slide, please. And quickly, I want to go through kind of our process, what it looks like. And so here's a user journey map. And you see in the first step, a guy who's kind of sad because he can't do the traveling that he once used to. However, he saw a Yuno poster in his facility, and so he decided to sign up. So he attends on the day, and the Yuno guide has everything all set up. So all he has to do is go through orientation. And then boom, he's in Paris. He actually gets to see the Eiffel Tower where he took his wife on their honeymoon all those years ago. And then in step 5, there's a group debrief where we share memories and exchange discussion. And then the 6th step is they tell their friends, and we're invited back the next week. And as I wrap up here, this is our progress so far. We've conducted multiple different beta tests with multiple facilities across the Twin Cities. These are photos from those. And if you do know anyone, or you yourself have connections with a senior facility who would be interested in partnering with us for beta tests, please reach out. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Awesome, great job. Okay, last question here. So what does the Train VR guide provide for the experience versus just having the facilities own their own VR headsets?
Yeah, that's a really good question. We actually see our Yuno guides as our key differentiator. Like if a facility were to just purchase the devices themselves, that'd be bad for 2 reasons. First of all, that's a really high upfront cost that a lot of these facilities just don't want to incur. The second thing is that it can be incredibly time consuming to train the already overworked support staff on how to use these devices. And even once you get them to that point, is the experience really going to be all that engaging? Our Unio guides solve all those problems. We bring, like I said, all the content, hardware, everything, as well as the expertise in how to troubleshoot if something goes wrong. And also they're really, really fun. We're designing our events to be incredibly engaging and back and forth. And we can only accomplish that with Unio guides.
Great job. All right. That wraps up our pitches. So now we are going to launch a poll so everybody in the audience can vote. Uh-oh, I think I'm missing someone. Hold on. Let me fix this really quickly. Good thing we have plenty of time because, sorry, our poll is just a little off, but that's okay.
And congrats to all the presenters. You all did an awesome job with your pitches. And yeah, we wish we could have had the full 10 semifinalists join today, but just it's a busy summertime for students. And so we're grateful for these 4 and glad we could share their companies with you. But yeah, we're excited to share the pitch, and I'm going to give you all some background music while you decide who to select. Awesome. I think that's pretty close to everyone. Should we call it, Jamie, or you wait for the last couple folks?
Yeah, it looks like it slowed down. It's like watching popcorn. You're kind of waiting for it to get to the last couple pops there, but I think that's it. I think we have a winner.
Awesome. Should I say it or do you want to?
Oh, you go ahead. Yeah, sorry. Awkward every time. We'll get it by
we will get our rhythm down, but we are really, really excited and extend our congratulations to Hearing Glasses. Woohoo!
Yay.
I also have to work on my background like applause audio because we have this wonderful audience watching these presentations who we can't hear. But huge congratulations to Hearing Glasses. The $500 Best Pitch Award will be extended to you when the season wraps up and we give away the rest of our prize money. So great job, but really good job to everyone. I think your pitches were fantastic. So congrats and great preparation on your part. I just want to take the last few minutes that we're together to share a little bit more about what these semifinalist teams will be experiencing next, sort of what the next steps are in their process. So for these 4, along with the other semifinalists, they just last week got to a big deadline in our process. They submitted a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 1-minute video to our student division judges, who are, as we speak, potentially reviewing those materials and offering some scoring and feedback to try to get closer to deciding who among those semifinalists will move forward to our final round. So our judges will be meeting next week to make that final selection, and then we'll be able to announce who the top 3 companies are. And then those 3 companies will perform or present another live pitch that's a little bit longer and more detailed in length to our division judges. And that presentation will determine who takes home our division winning prize money. So there are a few more steps ahead of them, but they have truly all done an incredible job in the process so far. They've done really impressive work, and they're doing great work in their companies. So we're really proud of them and excited for what will come next. The next opportunity you all and the audience will have to get to know and potentially see pitches from even more of our division semifinalists or division winners will take place at our final award ceremony, which is scheduled for Monday, September 20th in the evening. We hope that you'll mark your calendars for that date. And we'd encourage you to sign up for our mailing list, which you can find easily at mncup.org if you're not already part of it. But that's being part of our mailing list is the best and fastest and easiest way to make sure that you don't miss out on those invitations. And we really hope that you'll register for that event to either attend in person or watch our live stream, because it is a really exciting celebration of all of the competitors in our competition. So that's a quick wrap up to the spiel and what to expect next. But just want to say another huge thank you to all of you who have joined to watch these pitches and spend some time with us today. And another big congratulations to the student division teams that pitched and others competing this year. We're really excited for you. So I think that wraps everything up, but we will see you all online or in person soon, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Bye, everyone.